Hello, railway men and women. Welcome to another servicing video. I know that these aren't the greatest of content. I know they're slow, I'm not a good speaker, and such. And I know you guys want the hissing and smoke and whistles and stuff like that. But the reason that that's not really happening as of late, my entire layout is under construction. Over there, if you can see, I'm building a shed, a single track shed, very small. This thing is like the only tender engine that can fit in it. And I've been cleaning my entire layout. So a lot of time's gone into that, and a lot of engines, this is how I realized I really need to just go through and clean my layout. A lot of engines are breaking down, and I don't know why. I think it's just they're getting to their servicing date. Hence, all the servicing videos. So I just wanted to mention that. I know it's not my normal content, but right now I can't really make it. So this is my beautiful J15. This is my fourth locomotive I have bought after the 4F. So this was a beautiful fresh air breath after my disgusting 4F purchase. Lately this thing, my J15, or the Y14s if you want to call them, I forget which railroad. The LNERs or J15s, I think it was, I don't remember which railroad it was, but another railroad calls them the Y14s. Anyway, she is my best runner. If you heard me mention in the 4F video, this locomotive is my best runner. So when she stops running well, that's pretty concerning, because she should be running well. So we're gonna service her today off of memory. Off of memory. I'm gonna see if I remember how to take this damn thing apart. So let's just get started, shall we? Firstly, we gotta take the brake rigging off, because I actually fitted her with the brake rigging. I didn't do my mouth exercises.
What just happened?
Well then, that works. Thanks. I guess. That worked incredibly well. That was scary. Okay, now that we got that off, we can start taking apart the locomotive and detach it from the tender. I like doing that just because it makes things easier. I need a flathead, don't I? Probably. But I think the next thing you do... Nope, that's wrong. So, it's this screw here up top, alright? Anyway, this is my J15. The boiler, the running board, is all metal. I don't think No. The cab is metal too. In my 4F video, I said the cab isn't metal. It is. It's cold. The cab on the J15s are metal. What the fuck? This thing is so great. It's one of the best. Anyway, as I said, oh, look how easy. One screw. As I said, this was my fourth model that I bought, right? Best model ever. This is literally the best model I have ever bought. I did do this one brass line here. Let me get this into focus. Sorry. I did do this one brass line here and the red side rods. But other than that, this locomotive is pretty stock. And that's how I like it. There's a piece of double-sided sticky tape. If you don't know how I get my firemen, usually the engineers sit down, but how I get my firemen boink, to stand, I took it out, to stand in the cabs. This is a nice cab. I like this cab. How I get my firemen to stand in the cabs is double-sided sticky tape. Because usually you can't see their feet anyway. But, you know, when they fall over, it doesn't look very good on camera. So, no, one of my Q-tips. Not me Q-tips. Okay, so we got our body off. That's the good part. Now I'm going to look at... So, this is called a worm gear. And what it is basically a thread almost from a screw. And what it allows your engine to do is run more realistically. What a worm gear does, instead of just having a gear on a gear, a worm gear you have a gear under it and you have a screw. So the motor could spinning fast, but the gear that the worm gear is spinning will spin a lot slower and smoother. So worm gears allow your locomotives to run more realistically. And this locomotive is the greatest runner on the planet because it has 2 flywheels. Now, what's the point of flywheels? Excuse me. The point of flywheels is that they add weight to the shaft of the motor. So what happens is the motor has to spin. Say you just turn off your controller, turn it up to 50%, and then flick your controller on. So the loco, this isn't good for the loco. So the loco just goes up to 50. A loco without worm gears will just go right to that speed and get off, right? It'll spin its wheels until it gets traction and goes. This, however, say if you did that, you turn on the remote, the motor has to get these big, heavy brass flywheels up to speed. So what happens is that instead of just going at full speed instantly, it creeps up to full speed, like a real locomotive, like it has weight. It goes up into speed instead of just go. It's fantastic, and that's what allows this locomotive to run so realistically. It is the most realistic locomotive I have ever bought, and that's saying something. I have 21 of them. So, we got the motor out, and everything with the motor seems fine. So I need a flathead for that, which I don't have. So let's just take apart the locomotive and get the wheels out. The chassis, I mean. So yeah, this loco is if you want a locomotive, a good Hornby locomotive, buy the J15. I'm pretty sure they've gone up in price. I got really lucky. I bought this one when it was really low in price for the time. It might have changed now. You could look on Hatton's. I don't even know if they have a J15 on Hatton's. They might. A used one or a brand new one, whatever the case. This is worth every penny. This locomotive is worth every single damn penny. It's such a beautiful locomotive, and it runs so majestically. This is like one of the best running locomotives I have ever been worthy to run on my layout. Do I have to take that off? Ah. There it goes. Okay. So everything in here is gooey, as it should be. Where are the pickups at? They're the pickups. Those are actually quite dirty, so that's probably where our problems lie, is the pickups. The tender, all the tender wheels have pickups as well. This thing, as I said, is at least half the size of my 4F, and it runs superior to it. And that's my thing, is you could probably fit more pickups and stuff in that 4F. I do realize that 4F is an older model. I think you can get Hornby 4F. That's a Hornby 4F. I think you can get Hornby Fowler 4Fs now that have motors in the boiler and in the locomotive instead, and the tender wheels pick up. I'm not sure. I watched a Sam's Trains video. He actually kind of started how I learned most of the things about, when I started, Sam's Trains taught me most of the things about locomotion when it comes to Hornby. Anyway, the 4F, he made a video about one that was TTS sound, and that one looked like, if you could just tell by the wheels, the wheels were shiny, meaning they were made of metal. So I could swore that 4F had a motor in the locomotive instead of the tender. So maybe it's different now. I bought that in like 2019. That was 3 years ago. So that was 3 years ago though, and I think they made that locomotive way before that. So Hornby was selling that terrible 4F for ages. So that's how that is. So, but we got our wheels off and our pickups. So we're gonna clean these off, shall we? Yeah, these are awfully dirty. I think these were the crux of the problem. As usual, I got alcohol. Why do I use alcohol? No one's asked. But why do I use alcohol? Because it takes care of the dead oil. It just does it so well. It just takes it off everything. Alcohol is a fantastic thing. It takes everything off. I've heard people say use use paint thinner and things, alcohol works. You gotta rub and rub, but alcohol works. And the best thing about it, I don't think paint thinner does either, but it doesn't leave a remnant. What it does, alcohol is a beautiful thing, is it evaporates anywhere. You could put it on my finger, and it's gonna evaporate, and it's gone. I just blew on it, and there's no alcohol on my finger anymore. So that's the upside, is that I can clean track with it, and it will evaporate, so there's no remnants of the alcohol there. And that's fantastic, because water will stay around, and it will cause things to decay and rust and things like that. So don't use water on your metal stuff. You can use water to clean, like, bodies, I guess, if you wanted to clean dirt and stuff off of bodies. I've done that before on really old models. But when it comes to your metals, your pickups, and your motors and all that, use alcohol. I've heard people use, as I just mentioned, paint thinner for track. For track. I'm not sure how much that works. I'm guessing it would, but anyway, let's clean these pickups off. Make them nice and shiny. Oh, yes. Our J15 will run well again. I love this J15. Like I mentioned, it is my best model. I don't think any of my models could go to a model train show because they don't really fit the caliber of it. But if there was a model that I would choose to die with in my last days of life, it'd be my J15. And I love all of my locomotives. Even that 4F that I hate so much, deep down I love it. When I do get it to run, when I do put the effort into it, and it just runs for some reason, I do enjoy it. A little bit. It's a hate-love sort of thing, if you know what I mean. So let's just clean up our pickups. Make sure they're nice and dandy. Ah, that's so much better. So you want to clean your pickups. These are the things that deliver electricity to the motor. So if they're not clean, which they will get dirty, it's very easily for your locomotive to stop running well. Very easy. Look, here, I'm cleaning it right now. It happens. And I clean up all this gunky oil. There's a lot of, I don't know what it's called. It's not oil. What is it? Come on, brain. Work. It's, not oil. What is it called? Grease. It's called grease. There's a lot of grease in the gear thing, but it doesn't look like it's gone bad. So I'm just going to leave that there. But we got all the oil off. And we're going to set this aside to dry. It's wheel time. Time for wheels. Alright. So I don't think the side rods need taken apart. They very well might. They definitely need oil. Yeah, they need oil. But they don't look dirty. So I'm going to keep those together. The axles, however, seem like they haven't had a good time over the year. I did service this thing like 4 months ago, but as I said, favorite locomotive, so she gets beat up and used a lot, so it's just how it is. Anyway, we are getting our wheels cleaned up. Slightly. Okay, we're basically done. Why not? Why can't I just have tiny fingers? Be so useful. That's clean up. We're done with that. Whee! Okay. Alright, so our pickups and our axles are all clean. Do I want to clean? Why is everything fucking up? Hey, hey, hey! Hey! There you go. Hey. No. It's still bad. Why? Why? There we are. Nope, still terrible. Anyway, whatever. So, now it's time for oiling. We love our oil. Wait, hold on. Let me clean all this down here. But yeah, we love oil here. Oh my god. That's terrible. So watch, okay? I'm going to stick this in here. It's all black. There's some silver in there. Actually, is that gunk or is that like paint? No, it's gunk. What the fuck? Okay, that is really gunky. Let me tell you. Oh my god. When something is completely black and it starts turning silver, that might be paint. The paint might just be going. And now the paint's like, I'm done. I'm done, mate. I don't know why you'd put paint in an axle box, though. I figure that's the place you don't put paint into. Very well might be paint. Which might needs to come off, because if it's degrading like that, it needs to come off. I don't think so, though. I won't understand why you'd put paint there like that. Is it paint? I have no idea. It seems to be. It seems to be paint, so I'm not gonna protrude any further, but the paint's degraded. Like I said, this is my favorite locomotive. I run it all the time. This poor thing. It gets abused just because I love the thing. So that means servicing is always a hassle just because of how much I run it. That's my fault, though. Clean off the little nipples here so it can pick up electricity. Happily. Okay. I don't think I'm taking the side rods off. They don't seem dirty enough to, one of them does, but they don't really seem dirty enough for me to warrant taking them off. Okay, so here comes the hard part, which is getting all the bearings lined up to fit where they're supposed to, because they like to get out of fucking place. They like doing it, and it drives me nuts. There we are. There's one. Okay, slip on in, please. Come on. No. No. There we go. Now it's your turn, my friend. No. Okay, there we are. Now we oil it. Where's my oil? There's my oil. Shop. What was that? Anyway. Just a little drop. A little drop. Come on, there you are. Of oil. Okay. So now, I don't know. Take all the pickups. Give everything a blow down. It's still dirty. Come on, give me the clean one. It's dirty along the bottom, so we're just going to give that a clean. Because we don't need dirties, do we? We don't need dirty things. We don't like it here. Oh no. Something got bent. Oh dear. It's fine. It's fine. I'll just have to hassle it. It's alright. Hair! If I was playing a harmonica, I'd be great at it. Anyway, oh dear. Oh Gosh darn. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh no. I have fallen. Okay, place that back in there. Come on, get in there. There you are. Get that fucking hair out of there. Make sure everything's in place. Everything seems to be in order. These ones. I think we're gonna pink what are you? The fucking tender off. My God, my brain's just like, nah, you're good on your own, mate. We're gonna take the tender off, and and take the tender off and clean that, because those pick up as well. I want to make sure all those pickups work. Where are the pickups themselves? I see them, so we want to clean those as well. I need the screw in order to screw. But J15 will become grand once again, even if it kills me, which it probably will. That's usually how these train things go. So once I get the last screw on, we're going to quickly turn this over, give our handy worm gear a oiling. I missed the worm gear. There we go. Worm gear has been oiled. I have been oiled. Everyone gets oil. You get oil. I get oil. And we're all oiled. And we're having a good time. And our little, our shaft in the back. I need some oil as well. Come on. There we go. Just a drop of oil. Okay. So now I'm going to get a flathead so we can disconnect our locomotive from our tender and get to work on the tender. I'll be right back. Hello. Got our handy dandy flathead screwdriver. Handy dandy. Okay, so what first thing we want to do is unplug. You get back in there. Why are you out of there? What are you doing? Get back in there. We want to unplug our plug. They're always a hassle. They are always a hassle. There we are. Plug is unplugged. Make sure our plug is still one piece. And it is. And we unscrew the screw. Fuck, I missed. And there it goes. Screw is off. Take the screw off. Move our locomotive aside. Now we have the tender. I love tenders. Tenders are such a beautiful thing. It's not focused. Why not? Focus. I swear. Focus. There we go. I guess that's the best we're getting. So, we got our handy dandy tender. So, same thing. We want to remove our brake rigging, which seems to be already removed. Maybe that was our problem. Brake rigging. Gone. See ya. And now I don't know. Look how poorly those spin. That could be one of our problems. We remove the screws on the bottom. One. Ouch. My hand. Two. Fuck. Two. There we are. There we go. Number dos. Get off dos. And tres. That is off. Come on. Come here. There we go. Is there a hidden screw? Hopefully not. Is there a hidden screw under the coupling? We are about to find out, my friends. Okay, coupling off. There is a hidden screw! Hiding under the coupling. They're always down there. Okay, take this one off. Where'd it go? There it is. All right. Now, the body should come flying off. The body should come off. Why not? It's coming off on one side. Oh, I see. Do I gotta take those two screws out? Let's see. There's two screws hidden in between the body and the chassis. One. The fucking, excuse me, the body of the tender has, I'm sorry, I'm just losing my mind. The tender has more screws than the locomotive. What? Wait, this should come out then. If that doesn't do that, come out. Ah. You were really sticking. Were you glued on? I think it was. Strange, anyway. That or some of the plastic melted to the pickups, which is a possibility. Knowing things and how things work, possibility is endless. All right, get those out of here. We got our wheels. We got wheels. Yeah, drooling. That's not a main occurrence. Let me tell you. Get all this hair out of there. And the pickups on this, you can't see it, are horrendous. Let me tell you. They're bad. So, we seem... we've knocked over our cup. Oh, dear. Not that one. Come here. Thanks. Hey, how you doing? We soak our thing. We soak it. And let's just go to fucking town on this poor tender. This poor tender. This will need to dry. We will need to let it dry because the alcohol I am putting on this thing is an extreme amount. Simple as that. It is quite a bit of alcohol, quite a bit, let me tell you. It is a lot, it's a lot of alcohol. I like alcohol, so I am alcoholic, yes. Rubbing alcoholic. I am a rubbing alcoholic. I don't know what that means. It sounds terrible. It sounds bad. I regret. Okay. Seems less bad. Okay. All right. Let that dry off and clean our wheels. The axe, ooh, there's hair. Hair is always a problem. Unless, like I said, you have a basement and, you can fucking store your layout in a place where it won't be touched by humanity and or hairy beings. Hair is going to be a problem. Just how it is. That's just life, isn't it? Yes. I'm very British today. I'm not sure why. Very British. We like our British people, obviously. I like British Rail. You know how much people in America don't think it's okay to like the British trains? Quite a bit. You mention it and people are like, fuck off. I get it. I get it because our railroad, get out of my face, our railroad is about efficiency and power, which British Rail is about quality and perfection. All British steam engines look really nice. They're shiny, they're nice, they're beautiful. Where American steam engines are beautiful because of how powerful, and the mechanical amazingness that they are. Like 29, 26 could be any steam locomotive from Britain in a race. Probably, maybe, I'm not sure. She reached 110. She probably could. She probably could beat Tornado. Anyway. It's my dog. Anyway, but British steam engines are just beautiful. That's how they are. They're beautiful machines. They were the first steam engines. It's like, guys. The British invented steam power. You can't go, oh, ours is better when it comes to efficiency. But when they're the ones who invented it. Americans bought steam engines from the British to run on our first railroads. So I don't think we have really a place to talk. But yeah, a lot of people here in America don't like if you mention that British rail. No one here in America likes the British, obviously, for obvious reasons. I get it. But they're the British. That was like 200 years ago. Come on, guys. The British don't hold people in poverty anymore. At least I don't think. But yeah. I don't want to get too far into that. But just simply, Americans don't like it when you like British steam locomotives. I don't know why. It's just simply they don't like the British. That's all it is. Which I'm fine with the British. The British are the British. They're cool people. I've met a lot of good British people. And also the accent. We all love the accent. That's more Australian, but you get it. We're all having fun here. We're not making fun of anybody. These wheels are not happy. I can tell. I can speak to them. I can speak to the wheels. I just love British trains. They're so nice. Fuck. Scared me so bad. Yeah, I love British trains. So we got all of them. Yeah, those are pretty clean. I knew the tender wouldn't take long. Because it's the tender. The fact is everybody gotta have it. Okay. I've been talking nice enough this that's called an episode of servicing steam locomotives, that I don't think I need to add a montage. It's only going to be like an hour long. It's not too bad. I do delete after I make this video and upload it. I will delete it from my phone because these videos take up a lot of space. And if they're on the cloud of the internet, then I don't need it. I'll save it for other videos I want to keep. Oh my god, that's a lot of alcohol. Greatest thing also about alcohol, it's thinner than water. So that means it can get into nooks and crannies that simply water just can't. We're going to do that. I'm going to stick it in there. We're going to spin it. Yeah, there we go. I can get into that axle. What of it? Yeah, doing it. Cleaning these axles without the ability of getting the Q-tip in there. Woo! Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. Woo! I love Moist Critical. He's the best. Love that guy. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Look how fun this is. Love Moist. Moist Critical is the guy. If you want the guy, he's your guy. He's a great guy. Love him. Love you, Moist. How does the electricity... Oh, yeah. Stupid. What was that? I just saw a glump of hair and we're just getting it off. That's what's happening. Just making sure these pickups are clean, bro. Because they gotta be, dude. If they're not, bad things. Okay. Place the wheel. No, wait. Place the wheels back into the slots. Place them in. Adds a very small touch of the oil. Very small, The hair! The hair! It causes me problems! I can't get rid of it no matter how much I try. A light drop of oil. Just a light drop. Come on, give it to me. Come on, there we go. We got our oil, baby. Why are you here, you hairy monster? We got the oil in place. Okay, I spat on it. That joke wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth it. Let me just say. It wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth it. Where do you go? Did you go this way? Yep. Right? Yes. Okay. We are in. Take our coupling out. It's taking a lot of space. Oh my god. Who touched Sasha? Who touched my gun? Some people think they can outsmart me. Probably. Most likely, yes. You probably can. I'm not the fucking sharpest tool in the shed. When it comes to steam engines, yes, I am. Yeah. 2926 is a... If you don't know already, I volunteer to help. Only got, like 40 hours in. I know that sounds like a lot, because usually it's like, oh, I have 40 hours in this video game. But when it comes to that, that's not a lot. Some men have been there for, like, the past 30 years. So, that's not a lot. It is, because I am learning, oh, that was in the hole. And then the screwdriver's like, not anymore. It's nice because I'm learning things. But 2926, man. I know steam locomotives, okay? This is my livelihood. I know a thing or two about steam. But fuck me, man. This locomotive is the pinnacle of all steam power. So, it's a very complex steam locomotive, which usually steam locomotives aren't a complex machine. This is. There's electronics involved. What? There's, like computers and shit. And then there's fucking, it has its own oil system, which is actually quite easy to get. It's like, what? I know steam power, but I don't understand you. I do, but it's just, she's a learning experience just because she is as technological as steam engines get. You know what I mean? On the British end, she's like Tornado. Tornado is a very, like, when was she built? She was built in like 2005 or something, right? I don't remember. Whatever the fucking answer is, it's on the screen somewhere. But she's a very modern steam locomotive, the Tornado. Tornado, I love that fucking locomotive. That locomotive looks awesome. That's a fucking fantastic engine. Doesn't get a lot of love, I don't think. Like, everyone knows of Tornado, but not as much love as the Flying Scotsman, the fucking Mallard. She doesn't get a lot of love. So. That spins lovely. But yeah, we all love Tornado, don't we? Okay, we're just putting our tender back together, then we can put our locomotive back together, and then we're done, basically. And then I'll try to test her on the layout. Try, emphasis on try, because I'm still working on that damn layout. But we gotta test her anyway. This video is actually pretty quick for most of my videos. If you guys don't know, it's less for you. These long servicing videos are usually to record them. Clip in, thank you. To record them are like 3 hours or at least 2. So, yeah. These usually are 2-hour long recordings. But this one goes really smoothly because I know this engine. I love this locomotive, so I know what I'm doing. Just throw the screw in, go in, you whore. I don't think tenders in the model train world, I don't think tenders get enough bearings. They should have bearings on them, I think. Because a tender's a part of the locomotive, alright? The locomotive shouldn't be fucking huffing and panting, pulling its own tender. The tender should be just as smooth as the locomotive. That is my opinion. I think locomotive tenders should be smooth or smoother than the locomotive. The locomotive has a motor in it to get its wheels moving. It shouldn't be having problems pulling its own tender. A lot of fucking locomotives don't realize, a lot of designs for model trains don't realize this. And yeah, I have tenders that are too light, that are too fucking sticky, too. But they should have bearings as well. Because that's what I think. I think if this thing doesn't roll well, that thing's not going to roll well. That's my opinion. That's all that is. We're going to take our... We don't... No. I shouldn't do that. That one's dry. Okay. Just give that tender a rub down. Make sure it's nice and clean. Nice and clean! Because we don't want the hair to dust on it. No, we don't. Okay. Now it's time to put our loco back together. Oh, we gotta put the coupling back on. Give me a second. I missed. It's upside down. Good thing I didn't put it back on. There we are. And we are on. Fantastic. Okay. Time to put the loco back together. Alright. Then we oil the side rods. Do I want to take those off? I really don't. Okay. Just get everything loose. Lubricated. Okay, so where is our body? Right there. I'm blind. I'm blind, help me. Ew, I don't like that. Please stop. Oh, that's what that is. Uh-oh. Oh dear. We have a problem. How do I deal with that? I don't know. Is anything else like that? Thankfully, no. We have a sander here that's sticking out where it isn't supposed to be. There it goes. Well, that was on the other side. Yeah, that's where the sander goes. What are you doing? Why are you pressed up against it? No. Stop. There you go. You fucking pain. Excuse me. Why did I take the coupling off of this? Off of the body. Okay, so let's slide our body back on. Come on. Ooh. I hate it when it does that. I hate when something goes click and you're like, ah! Stop! Okay. Is it touching? It looks like it is, but it isn't. I'm whispering. I don't know why. Why are you whispering? Your mom. That joke, I don't know. I've been turning back into a 5-year-old. I think it's because of how fun my life is. Okay, put the screw back. That's our Phillips. Put the screw back in. Screw is in. Look at that. I love sprung buffers. They are fantastic. Sprung buffers are the best buffers. One on that one. I don't think I should lubricate that, should I? No. So then we connect our tender back with our locomotive. This is always the pain. This is always the pain in the ass. It is. It is. I don't know what it is, but it's like, ugh, no. Why didn't you go in the hole? Go in the hole. There you go. There you go. You are built and designed to go in the hole. Go in the hole. Okay, let me get flathead. I missed. Oh, God. Okay, we got the first thread. And we are on. Okay, that means we plug her back in. Boop. Okay, take our Phillips and just shove it back in. Okay, should be good to go. Our loco's back together. Wait, we got one more part. That is not it. Oh, God. We put our coupling back on. There we go. There we are. My J15. Now let's get her on the layout and give her a test, shall we? Ow! I don't know if I'm going to keep that in or not. It was funny. Hello! It seems now she runs much better after the servicing, and I hope that continues for at least a couple months. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like if you enjoyed it. If you actually enjoy most of my content and want to know when I upload, hit subscribe, and that's how you do that. Thank you for watching this video. I will see you next time.